The place where financial accountability actually breaks down is not where you think, and fixing it isn't about better reports. Hi, I'm Andrew Zizas, and this is To the Point. I have the pleasure of serving as publisher of CFO Intelligence magazine and chief strategist and CEO at Real Estate Strategies Corporation. In doing so, I get to advise CFOs across North America on business, real estate, and career topics. Stick around. At the end of today's episode, I have three special offers for you. I've been thinking about an issue. What happens when smart people can't see what's right in front of them? Like you, I've sat in a lot of meetings over the years, conference calls too, which are sometimes worse. And I've noticed something. There's a particular sound to a team that's running out of gas. It's not loud, it's actually very quiet. It's that half-second pause before someone unmutes. The I'm fine delivered in a tone that means precisely the opposite. The email that arrives at 11 o'clock at night from someone who's also on the 7 o'clock call that morning. And everyone notices. Nobody says anything, because saying something would require admitting that the pace everyone agreed to is not actually working, that it's taking a toll on the team. And no one wants to be the one who says that. Here's what I find remarkable about this. I'm talking about organizations full of bright and accomplished people who can model risk down to 4 decimal places. They can forecast cash flow 18 months out, and they can identify a variance in a budget report from across the conference table. And yet somehow, the clearest leading indicator of organizational trouble, a team that's exhausted, depleted, and running purely on obligation, that gets filed under, we'll address that after the quarter closes. So what happens? The quarter closes. There's always another quarter, and another, and another, and such issues rarely get adequately addressed, or more importantly, they just don't get resolved. Now, as I mentioned in one of our previous episodes, Olympic skier Lindsey Vonn, she didn't choose when to stop skiing on that torn ACL. Her body made the choice for her on a slope at high speed in front of the world. Your best people are making similar calculations right now, quietly, on Sunday evenings, trying to decide how much longer they can keep going at this speed, at this pace, without crashing. And unlike Vaughn, they won't crash spectacularly. They'll just disappear. They'll update a resume, they'll take a call from a recruiter, and one day they'll be gone. And you'll spend twice their salary replacing them. Or maybe they'll be gone slowly over time, becoming less and less efficient, less and less caring. And that will also cost you dearly. Heroic effort is not a business model. It's a countdown. So, what steps will you take right now to protect your team and your company? Here's my challenge. You have the authority, the analytical skills, and the positional power to change this today. The same discipline you bring to protecting capital can be brought to protecting people and the organization they work for. Imagine what your team could build if sustainable excellence replaced exhausted survival as your operating standard. That team is still there. Go get them back. If you have a different perspective on today's topic, if you'd like to share your thoughts, or if you'd like to know more, contact me at andrew.zezas, Z-E-Z-A-S, at cfointel.com. At the beginning of this episode, I mentioned 3 offers. Well, here they are, and they're all very exciting. First, we get very excited when experienced and innovative, intelligent CFOs share their insights with us. So if you'd like to join me in a remote on-camera interview, visit cfoiq.com and drop me a line. Second, if you prefer to share your perspectives in print, perhaps we can publish a story on your ideas and promote you and your company at the same time in CFO Intelligence magazine. If you'd like to explore a magazine story, visit cfointel with 2Ls.com. Go to the publications page and get in touch with me. CFO IQ on-camera interviews and CFO Intelligence magazine stories are available to CFOs and their companies at no cost. Now, here's the third one. If you'd like to understand in a short 15-minute conversation how your company can secure free rent, annual rent reduction, no cost renovation allowances, expansion and contraction options, and achieve more favorable terms in its facility leases anywhere in North America, even if those leases won't expire for years. You heard me correctly, even if those leases won't expire for years. Visit realstrat.com and drop me a line. For any of the above, you can simply reach me at andrew.zezas, Zezas, at realstrat.com. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Andrew Zezas, and this has been To The Point.